Well, as we mentioned earlier in the show, we had a wonderful response to our Valentine's Day contest where we asked you, our viewers, to tell us why you or someone you know deserves a night out. We truly appreciate you taking the time to contact us, and it was really difficult for our team to choose just one couple, but our winners are here today, both cancer survivors Liz and Sal Falzone. And earlier in the show, Liz Falzone performed her song Grateful that she was inspired to write after both she and her husband battled cancer. Well, all the proceeds from the sale of the CD went to the American Cancer Society, and we're so happy to have the both of you here with us today. Sal and Liz, thank you for taking some time.
Thank you very much.
I want you to set this up for us, Liz, if you can. We know that you were diagnosed with uterine cancer at the same time that I believe your husband was being laid off, right?
That's right, yes. It was a very difficult time. My husband had been laid off, and of course, you know, medically speaking, when you have a medical emergency, you have to wonder what's going to be coming down the line. And with no insurance and having to pay for COBRA, it was tough, like a lot of people are experiencing now. So when I finally told him about the cancer, he did everything he possibly could to support me. I mean, he went out looking for jobs. I mean, one day he told me he went down to the docks, and I think how they work there is they choose certain people to work, and then other people, unfortunately, don't get the job that day. And he would go off, and he would every day fix a little something for me for breakfast. And you know, a lot of times I knew that he'd even be going without lunch. I knew it. He wouldn't say anything, but I knew it. And the look on his face was, he was very tired, but he never had a negative word. He always has something positive to say. He said, Liz, it's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. Giving me the kiss in the morning before he left, you know, and kiss when he came home in the evening.
That's amazing. What was it like, though, hearing those words, you had cancer? I mean, what was that like for you?
It was devastating. I just didn't know what to do. I got the telephone call after some tests had been performed, and I just, what, is this real? Is this happening to me? And when I got off the phone, Sal wasn't there. I just walked upstairs to my daughter. She was in bed. I sat on the edge of the bed, and I didn't know what to do. And then she woke up and said, wow, Mom, what's wrong? And I said, I don't know. I've got cancer. And she said, oh, Ma, call Dad. You know, what's going on? And it was just, you know, it's very trying because you think down the road how good life really is, and you wish that you had done certain things. You feel alone because no one really can understand what you're going through unless they've gone through it themselves. Now,
at the same time, at some point, you end up recovering.
Right.
And what happens to you, Sal, at that time?
Well, then I ended up hitting with prostate cancer myself.
Wow.
And this is because making sure that everyone gets their PSA checked, no matter who it is. Don't be afraid.
What was it like for you, though, being her husband, hearing she had cancer, you're out of work, and you know, you're trying to take care of her? How difficult was that for you?
I did one time. I said to my wife Liz that I wish it happened to me before it happened, before I had it, so she wouldn't have to go through with it. So then next thing you know, it did happen, but it's a different feeling.
How has that tied the two to you together in terms of making your marriage stronger? I mean, both of you having to deal with cancer. That had to be rough.
It was rough.
Yeah.
And I think that in life you can love many people in your lifetime, but I think there's only one person that really is meant to be with you through everything, good and bad. I think there's truly only one person. And when we met each other, and Sal said that too,
just as long as we do a lot of arguing, just as long as we make up, it's all right.
That's right, Sal.
Yeah.
Tell us about this song, the song Grateful. How did that come about?
Well, you know what, I had so many fears. I saw how it affected people, and I hadn't sung professionally for a very long time. And I said, you know what, I'm going to do this. I got out of bed one morning around 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just started writing what I felt from my heart. And I showed it to a friend of ours in church, and he said, Liz, you've got to do something with this. You've got to put this to music. So I got a hold of Sal Grillo, and I worked together. We went into the studio, and we orchestrated the song, and it was just amazing to me what happened after that. I mean, people were coming up to me from the street saying, Liz, my cousin or my girlfriend had cancer, or her husband's been diagnosed, can I have the CD? So a lot of it we just gave away to people whom we thought could use it. I mean,
just like we're going to give you one of it.
Well, look, he's so sweet. Listen, we want to tell people and also share with folks what it was like getting that night out with Style. We want to just tell us what it was like hearing that you were the winners. We know that you were picked up by Hi's Limousine.
Yes, it was
You were out
awesome.
on the night out on the town. What was it like for you?
Well, my husband didn't know I entered the contest, so he had made some reservations for dinner. And when I went out in the backyard, I said to him, "Sal, I have to talk to you. Something's up." And he said, "What's up?" And I said, "You won a contest." he said, "What? I won a contest?" I said, "Yeah."
We're seeing video of that right now. Hi's Limousine. You're getting out looking fabulous. What did you think, Sal?
Well, I played a trick on my wife a couple years ago up in Maine. I bought her the scratch tickets, and she thought she had won $25,000.
Oh, my goodness.
So I thought this was a comeback. I thought I was actually...
Was it a nice romantic dinner at
it
Adriana's?
was awesome.
Oh, it was great. The limo driver was super. His name was Steve. And they had champagne waiting for us on ice, chocolates in the limo, stretch
Francesco
limo.
took care of us.
Yeah.
I've been doing the show for a year and I've not gotten that kind of treatment.
Well, we'll have to talk to him about that. But when we looked out the window, Sal was looking out the window and said, "Wow, stretch." I said, "Yeah."
Well, we're so happy we were able to bless you, and thank you so much for sharing your story
Thank
with
you.
us.